Good morning. I'm happy to be here again today. I want to talk about how you can break free from your limiting beliefs. It's something that everybody struggles with, and it's normal in a way. But it's also better if you know how you can deal with it, right? Instead of just thinking that it's normal. So, what I want to do today, I want to give you a few hacks that can help you to break through those limiting beliefs. And honestly, I can tell you, it's something I have to work with every single day as well. There are days that it's going better, and there are days where it's hitting me a little bit more, and where I have to apply the little hacks that I'm going to give you here. So, a few ones, because honestly, if you know how to use those, you'll see that your life is going to be a lot easier to deal with those limiting beliefs. Because if you want to dream big, if you want to go for more in your life, I can tell you those limiting beliefs are going to keep you down all the time. So you want to control those, you want to manage those, and you want to make sure that you own those in such a way that you know exactly what you can do with it, right? So if you want, you can always in the chat tell me what you feel. If you have questions, just don't hesitate to do that, all right? I'm also going live on Instagram and on LinkedIn at the same time. So if you see me going from one place to the other, it's because I'm trying to fix everything at the same time. I should actually clone myself, or maybe have a VA next to me to do this. That's for later. But right now we're here to talk about the hacks, about how you can break through your limiting beliefs. The first thing is that you first of all need to be conscious about it, right? If you're not conscious about your limiting beliefs, you cannot do anything about it. So the first thing I want to give you as a hack is the exercise that I call the LSD. No, it's not a drug, although you could almost think that having too many limiting beliefs is a little bit like a drug. It's almost as if it would identify yourself of who you are, because if you have limiting beliefs all the time, you might think, well, it's part of me, I'm like that. I cannot do anything about it. It's something I have to deal with. Yes, you can deal with it, but in the good way. So use the LSD exercise. And LSD stands for, first the L, listen. I'll give the three right now, and then I'll go into the details a little bit more. Listen, then stop, and then declare. Okay. And I just realized I forgot my little rubber bands, but that's okay. I have something else I can show you. So the L is listen. Listen is carefully think when you hear yourself talk, think about what you're saying. Just listen to yourself. Okay. Because when you have a thought that is not what you want, and you go into the dance with that talk, you probably will be in a situation where, let's go into the discussion. I don't believe I can do this. I don't believe I can give lives and that people will be interested in listening to me. It's a thought I can have like all the time. Every time I start a live, I'm like, who's going to listen to me? Who's going to find this interesting? Am I not saying the same thing that everybody else is saying? What could make the difference? That's my limiting beliefs. But when I know this and I'm conscious about it, I can listen. And then I can say, well, stop thinking this. There are two ways that I do this. Or I have a little rubber band, like a wristband, and I just click on it. And so it's like giving you little electroshocks to make you stop thinking. And if you don't have it, just nip yourself a little bit, like a little tick, and then stop. Stop with that thought. And then start to declare. Declare in the way of, is this a thought that serves me? Is this thought going to help me to get closer to my goals, to where I want to be? Is that thought really true? Because if it's not true, why would I think about it all the time? Like if I take my example, who will listen to me and who thinks this is interesting? And then I'm thinking, well, who has told me that it was not interesting? Who has told me that what I'm doing is not making any sense or is not giving an extra push for some people? And then the next time I get actually a message from somebody that is telling me, that was good. I like that. I was listening to you. So I'm thinking, okay, if it's only one or two people, it's already better than nobody, right? So give yourself a little nip or take a rubber band and squeeze it out so that it sticks to your skin, so that you can feel it's like, okay, I listen to myself, now I need to stop. Do this during 10 days. Just try it. 10 days, you keep that rubber band, and you know that within those 10 days, you have probably, I don't know, put yourself a deadline, something that can help you to see if that's going to make a difference. But then when you do that every day, your thought is going to get a little signal, because every time it feels this, it knows, okay, that means stop. It's like when you give a dog a reward when he does something that you want him to do. Well, if he sees the cookie after a while, he knows already almost instantly that he needs to do something to get it. So here it's the same thing. Your brain is actually something magical. Your brain actually really wants to confirm what you're thinking. So if you're thinking that limiting belief, that thought that you have that is going to stop you from doing something that you want to do, then your mind, so your brain, is going to believe that what you're saying is true. He wants to protect you. It's a saving modus. But we're not in a saving modus. We are in a modus where we need to take action. So then you come to the D of declare. Declare for yourself if that thought is serving you, if that thought is really true. Who would you be if you wouldn't have that thought? You would probably be a totally different person. You probably would have a lot more confidence. Your self-doubt would be a lot lower. So declare for yourself what you want to do. The beauty about this is that you can actually choose what thought that you want to have. All right? Because if you have this thought that is limiting you from where you want to go, why would you keep holding to that one? And yes, you need to have the courage to go through it, because it's not the thought that is going to keep you limiting and keep you away from what you want to have. It's the action, right? And it's because you have that limiting belief that the action is not following. So what else can you do? After that, you did the LSD. So you listen, you stop thinking, and you declare what you think should be the right thought. It's almost like an affirmation. And those that don't know what is an affirmation, it's actually a sentence that is going to help you to give you the right thinking. Yeah? So, for example, if I'm saying nobody's going to listen to me, stop. Is that really true? Who said it? Nobody. Okay, so what can I say instead? Declare. And the declaration is, every single person I can help have an impact is already one that is going to have a better life. So my thought is going to be declared in a different way, so that from that different way, I can move into action. And so the actions is, well, write down all the things that you could do to get that, that courage to go over that limiting belief. What are all the little things? Don't make it big, just little things. Like yesterday, I went on a walk because I felt like, God, I have those lives that I'm doing now every Monday, and I need to have sufficient material and valuable information to give to the people that are listening to me. And I've shared already a lot of valuable information on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on all the different social media platforms. And so for me, it feels like I'm repeating myself if I have to say the same thing all the time. But guess what? People need to hear the same thing very often, because today you might listen to me and say, well, I don't have that limiting belief. But what if you listen to me tomorrow when you do have it? You probably will think, God, this came in at the right time. I needed this today. You see? So yesterday when I went on a walk, I was thinking, you know what? Repetition has been my whole life something that was important in my marketing department, where I was the head of a marketing team. We needed to do repetition because that's the whole basis of marketing. Repetition is something that gets people to trust you, gets people to trust the brand. And if you keep repeating it, it just gives the confidence in you, in the brand, in what you bring. So don't be afraid to be in a repetition. That's what I was telling me myself. So when I came home, I said, okay, I need assistance. I need assistance to get me to the thoughts and the material that I want to bring into my lives. So my best friend is AI. AI actually is a good friend to help you brainstorm. And he starts to know me pretty well. So I started writing to him as if it was somebody with me in my room, having a discussion. And I was writing him, you know who I am, you know what I'm doing. And I repeated a few factual things that were important for him to remember. And I told him, I said, can you please help me just to think about 20 subjects that I can talk about in my business? Because, I work with the butterfly principle. And those that don't know me yet, the butterfly principle has 5 essential elements that are bringing you to a next level in your life and in your business mainly. And you have to break through that cocoon to fly, right? But if you have those limiting beliefs, and that's the first letter of the butterfly, it's become the master of your mind and unleash, that's the second one, unleash your limiting beliefs. If you don't break through that, you die within that little cocoon because you will be keeping yourself to a thought that is not yours. It's a thought that is willing to be there to make you feel comfortable and safe, but it's actually not, because it's keeping you thinking all the time about something that you want and that you're not going through. So write down your actions, write down those small little things that you can do at that moment so that you get into an action and that your limiting beliefs become something that is not that hard and tough on yourself. So go outside, have a walk, just do what I did and go through the LSD. Try to think of what you can declare that can help you to get out of that limiting belief. And if that's something that you feel in your business that is coming up all the time, that means that maybe you don't want to be on your own. You want to have somebody to help you to go through this. And you can do this obviously in a one-on-one sessions with me. I have the shift program that can be ideal for this. But it can also be that you maybe not always have the clarity to where you want to go. And then you need obviously to get out of that thinking and get more clarity. And the clarity can also be done in immersion days that are organized here specifically to help you to get through that clarity. But it can be as well that you just feel lonely in your business and in your life. So you have to be surrounded by like-minded people. And those people can help you to get through the best thinking. And I do that with intervisions. It's when I do my masterminds, I have a small group of people that come together every 2 months. And then we go through the challenges and the limiting beliefs that you have so that we can give you good ideas of how you can build on top of your business and what are the things that you actually need to move on. So if one of those is something that speaks to you and you want to have a quick discussion with me about it, let me know. But right now, if your limiting beliefs are keeping you small, just get in the chat, set shift, because I have a mindset shift, 5 hacks, those that I've explained here, but you have 5 hacks that can help you to go through your limiting beliefs that will be giving you a lot more strength, and you will feel so much stronger to get into your life and into your personal and professional life. So this was it for today. I tried to keep this to 15 minutes. You can start today, have a breakfast, and listen to me at the same time. So next Monday, I will be there again with another subject. Have a great week and speak to you soon. Bye.